It is fascinating how Donald J. Trump has faced so much criticism when in fact he has proposed and so far put forth many beneficial plans for Americans today. Looking back at his Republican acceptance speech, he has proved to be an exponential president as well as a remarkable formal presidential candidate because he has not only stuck to his word, he has already put into action almost all of the promises he has made, and he continues to do so for America, all voluntarily, as he disclosed that he would not be accepting any salary from his presidential position, but rather he has chosen to give up his money so it will go back to his country to benefit the people. Not only that, but he operates an absolute no political corruption policy, and that really makes him stand out to the American people as well. As he humbly accepted the Republican presidential candidate position, he declared, "I'm with you, the American people," versus Hillary Clinton's campaign motto, "I'm with her." He backs this up in his speech by stating numerous propositions for what he is going to put into place when he becomes president, in which all ultimately focuses on benefits for Americans. This unique attitude and disposition is what has led to 14 million Republicans to vote for him, more than any other Republican candidate in history. And also, it was responsible for the 25% decrease from Democratic voters for Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump is a great president and also an astounding former presidential candidate because he genuinely cares about the utmost well-being of Americans. He is going to restore public safety, and he is going to reduce our national debt and bring back our jobs and flourishing economy. It is evident that Trump cares for the well-being of Americans because of the many propositions he has and is putting into place. Also because of the honesty that he offers versus what previous presidents have. He does not stand for any political corruption whatsoever, and he says, "It is finally time for a straightforward assessment of our nation." He also states, "I will present the facts plainly," and he says he will be the voice of forgotten Americans. Next, he also plans on restoring safety to America and has said in his acceptance speech, "Crime and violence afflicting our nation will soon come to an end," and he has no patience for injustice. As he thereafter disclosed that, as of last year, homicides increased by 17% overall and nearly by 50% in big cities. He is going to change this by making our military stronger, putting tougher restraints on our borders, and by keeping our Second Amendment the way it is so we can keep and bear arms to be able to protect our families and keep as much civil rights as possible. Lastly, he has not only proposed to decrease our national $19 trillion debt, but in his first month, he proved that to be true when it was released that he already reduced the national debt by an astounding $20 billion, as opposed to Obama's first month in office, where he made the debt $200 billion worse. Additionally, not only did Obama do that, but also during his 8 years of office, he managed to actually double our national debt. President Trump says he's going to fix this, and he is going to bring millions of jobs and businesses back to America, which he's already in the process of doing. Conclusively, Donald Trump is a great president and was also an astounding former presidential candidate because he genuinely cares about the utmost well-being of Americans. He is going to restore public safety, and he is going to reduce our national debt and bring back our jobs and flourishing economy. With that, he says, "I'm with you, the American people."